TNA Impact Wrestling review, where tonight Jeff Jarrett takes over the show since last week somebody took out Bully Ray, and Jeff Jarrett has arrived here. Pretty much welcome to the first night of TNA versus GFW, Global Force Wrestling. And as Jarrett entered the building, he entered the building with several GFW wrestlers, a lot of them from former WWE and TNA wrestlers, as he came out with the King of the Mountain title, and that tonight will be a King of the Mountain match for the King of the Mountain Championship. Both TNA and Global Force Wrestling wrestlers will be in the show, and they pretty much recapped it of whoever took out Bully Ray last week, and Dixie Carter didn't want him to run the show. As Jarrett spoke about many Global Force Wrestling versus TNA matches tonight, he announced like I said, the King of the Mountain title. And so Eric Young came out saying, "You say you're doing this for the fans, you're just doing this for yourself." And he said, "You're just doing this for yourself. You're not doing this for anybody, pretty much." And that Jarrett only cares about himself. And pretty much Eric Young said, "I'm the king of the world." Pretty much, he dubbed himself God, pretty much then. And pretty much, you're supposed to be the booker, the promoter, and everything. Why don't you put me in the match right now? Because he says he could take out Jeff Jarrett like he did Kurt Angle with his neck. But Jarrett said, "I can kick your ass without any repercussions because he's not an active wrestler anymore. He is the booker right now, promoter, and all this stuff." And he did put him in the King of the Mountain match. And he'll be the first entered in there. But after that, Eric Young pretty much attacked him. But Global Force wrestlers came out to help them. Pretty much Chris Mordesky, formerly known as Chris Masters, PJ Black, formerly known as Justin Gabriel, Sanjay Dutt, Brian Myers, formerly known as Kurt Hawkins, and Trevor Lee. And then pretty much after Eric Young backed off, TNA wrestlers kind of came out. The Wolves, Mr. Anderson, I believe Tigger Uno, pretty much all got in the ring and brawled with them as it went to commercial. And pretty much as they talked about the King of the Mountain title match, they pretty much went back with some of the Global Force wrestlers. They don't respect us and everything, and pretty much Jeff Jarrett said, "It's not going to be no war, no invasion, any tonight. It's our competition, and you're going to be, going to fight for the title tonight." And then pretty much then after that, the announcers talked about what happened to Bully Ray last week, and whoever took Bully Ray out, and they wish him a speedy recovery because there's no timetable when he returns. I don't know when Bully Ray, like I said, Bully Ray, he doesn't really have a contract. It's just like he's there for like a couple day type of thing, like a one-time thing. And we know Bully Ray doesn't have a full contract, but when Bully Ray does come back to TNA, sometimes it's always cool to see him because he actually, someone gets back to the company. And people kept saying he's going to go to WWE. I think Bully Ray does like a lot of one-time things. But Bully Ray's kind of been back in TNA like about 2 times. He was able to be the special guest referee, and he was the general manager for at least about, 2-3 weeks. But as Global Force versus TNA came tonight, it would be Awesome Kong versus Lady Tapa, which used to wrestle in TNA, now part of Global Force with her manager, Royal Red, saying, "Any knockout, let's win to go against Tapa right now. Let's do this." As pretty much both women went on in the match, it pretty much ended up to a double count out with both women beating each other outside. But Awesome Kong got the upper hand and pretty much did a power slam on her on the top of the stage, which I thought was a cool match, to be honest, in a way. Like Lady Tapa versus Awesome Kong, that actually sounds kind of cool with 2 giant women beating the crap out of each other. So it'll be kind of cool to see that. They talked to PJ Black in the back, talking about the GFW title match tonight, the King of the Mountain title match tonight, and he said, he's nobody to play with and everything, and he's going to win. They also talked to Drew Galloway, pretty much he was going to be in the match also. Bobby Roode was in the ring and cutting a promo, talking about why isn't he in the match, why isn't he here? He said, he's known Jarrett, and he knows Jarrett is deserving and stuff, and he doesn't have a problem, but he said he has a problem with him, and that he should be booked to be in this match, he says. And then he talked about Rockstar Spud ending Austin Aries' career last week, man, also. And he invites Spud to the ring to actually talk about this entire situation. Pretty much he said, he looked nervous and everything, like, yeah, on any given night, He actually beat Austin Aries, and I give him that. Job well done. Done and everything. But Spud said that he never thought he'd be standing in a room and say he's just a condescending prick and stuff. And he got pissed at him then. Pretty much, a lot of fans say, he doesn't deserve to be here and everything. But he says people have always doubted me. Like he's told his mom and dad, teacher, no, he wanted to grow a professional wrestler, and now he's here. And now he's doing things he's never done in TNA, become the X Division champion, cashing that title in to go against Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight Championship also. His fans when it's chanted for Spud when he was ranting. Rude pretty much, he said, Spud, you are right, he says. And he said, you are not been an underdog in your entire life. And he says, and you beat my partner last week with his wrestling ability and stuff. But he wasn't going to get it out that easily. And you ended his career, but pretty much, he said, look at me, you son of a bitch. You ended my friend's career, pretty much I'm getting in yours and stuff, so it's pretty much, Spud punched him, but Rude pretty much took him out of a clothesline and everything, taking him out, pretty much hit him with a Rude bomb inside, and then threw him into the steps, hit a crossface as they tried to break him out. So it was a good segment between Bobby Roode and Rockstar Spud, and we'll see how this goes. So Spud really good on the mic, I'll give him that. It's kind of cool when you actually see him talk. So I don't know what happened with both these guys, but I can see something big happening, because Spud and Rude, I can see something cool coming from that. Bobby Lashley went against Jesse Goddard in a Global Force, pretty much to get a spot in the Kingdom Mountain title match. And then pretty much, I guess, that commercial, Bobby Roode talked to Jeff Jarrett in the back, saying like it's time for a wake-up call for him and TNA management to do something right now, because you didn't put him in the match, in the Kingdom Mountain match. Bobby Lashley beat Goddard, even though, his spear looked really bad. Even though they tried to say he avoid the spear, Goddard, the spear looked horrible. It looked like Lashley barely hit it on him. Somebody beat up Drew Galloway in the back, so he wouldn't be in the Global Force. And sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Global Force. The King of the Mountain title match. Pretty much also, Jarrett's was speaking with Dixie Carter over the whole Bully Ray situation, and now they were talking about the Drew Galloway thing. And now, pretty much, Dixie said what we do now, but Dixie pretty much went to the hospital to check on Galloway. EC3 and Tyrus headed to the ring, talk about the title win last week with a knee injury and the whole Full Metal Mayhem match against Matt Hardy for the title. And that, yes, it was a great match and everything, but Matt Hardy failed, and he was a loser and everything. And he said, I will not stop. He said pretty much he's a loser and everything, because Matt Hardy wants to say, I will not stop, I will not quit, and that Matt Hardy will never die. But Hardy came out and pretty much told him what he had to say. EC3 said he respected him for saying that, and talked about, yes, you hit me as hard as you did and hit me with that leg drop last week on the table and everything, so yeah. And he said Matt Hardy is worthy for another TNA heavyweight title shot. And he asked the fans, do you guys want to see a title shot? You want to see Matt Hardy get a rematch? And pretty much they all cheered, but Matt Hardy, you want another title shot? And Hardy said, you're damn right. And EC3 said, no! Which was kind of cool. And he said, no! Pretty much that Tyrus pretty much attacked Hardy and then held him up to get hit with the title then. So it could be another match between Matt Hardy and EC3 for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, because Full Metal Mayhem match was really great last week. I recommend anybody check that out if they can. The Dollhouse were in the back. Pretty much said that both members of the Dollhouse, Marty Bell and Jade, will go against Gail Kim next week in a tag match. The Wolves went against Trevor Lee and Brian Myers, or Kurt Hawkins, he was in WWE. Which was a good tag team match, I'll say that. It was a really good tag team match. The Wolves picking up the win. Now, I want to see some more Global Force, teams come into TNA to see who goes into championships. The people I want to see, which are part of the Global Force Wrestling roster, is the Young Bucks. I want to see the Young Bucks go against the Wolves. Now, that match will be awesome if they can get that going. I would love to see that match. The Wolves versus the Bucks. There's no, it's going to be a lot of super kicks if that match happens. So I know they're part of Global Force Wrestling roster, And I know we've seen them on Ring of Honor in Japan and stuff, but they are technically part of Global Force. Bullet Club and TNA, I'm all with that. That's too sweet to see that. Because they got Gallows, they got, you know, Machine Gun Carl Anderson on Global Force, so he should come there. And hell, I would love to see AJ Styles back again if they came back in TNA. Get the whole Bullet Club crew there. Pretty much after that, they also talked which I can say one thing about the rules, and you know, I guess I already spoke on that whole Hernandez, you know, thing before in the past about, you know, how since his contract pretty much lied to him, he was a free agent and he was still under contract with Lucha Underground, and pretty much I guess that's why MVP left, because all those beatdown clan footage got thrown out, unfortunately, which I did want to see the BDC go against the Wolves with Hernandez, but Hernandez fucked it up in a way, so that's why there's barely anybody in the BDC left anymore. Chris Masters, or Chris Mordisky, pretty much talked about his dominance, how he won the Kingdom Mountain title match tonight. They went to Bobby Lashley, got on his thoughts. Sanjay Dutt went against Tigre Uno, which really wasn't really that long of a match. Tigre Uno got the win with the roll up. Jeff Jarrett was talking to EC3 in the back room, so congratulations and stuff, but EC3, you're not going to pull that crap with me like you do with my aunt and stuff. Like, you're not going to try to fool these facades and stuff. So, yeah. And he said he had a replacement for Drew Galloway and stuff in the Kingdom Mountain title match. And he said EC3, you gotta stick around because whoever wins it tonight will be getting a title shot next week for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Pretty much after that, they went to a video package with Mr. Anderson as Turning Point went next week, which will be an open mic challenge, which are already a Turning Point after they did a pay-per-view theme last week. So, Anderson versus Bram, open mic challenge. And I guess the surprise Kingdom Mountain match, PJ Black versus Bobby Lashley versus Chris Mordesky versus Robbie E, which was the surprise. I don't know why they couldn't get anybody better. Versus Eric Young for the King of the Mountain Championship match. Which sometimes this match doesn't make sense to a lot of people, and it's very understandable why. But to say the person that won the match, PJ Black, doing a 450 on Lashley, then getting the title, which next week it will be PJ Black versus EC3 for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I don't know how this whole Global Force thing versus TNA is going to work, which I've been waiting for this to happen. So it was a good start in a way. I still want to see more Global Force guys there and get all our award going with the TNA wrestlers and Global Force wrestlers. But this is only week 1. Time will tell and see how this goes out to be. So I am kind of excited to see how this goes because I've been waiting on it. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Check out more reviews and live reactions. With SummerSlam is coming up, I'm going to be on that soon. And NXT, I got a lot of reactions. Brooklyn. But I'll see you guys later. Peace and check out more reviews.